Hello viewers, water, also known as the elixir of life, is essential for all human communities and every other living being. Water is available in abundance from various natural sources like rivers, lakes, springs, wells, etc. However, it is not fit for human consumption as such, since it contains a large number of physical, chemical and bacteriological impurities. The quality of raw water from these sources is affected by a number of factors, and each source of supply must be evaluated on an individual basis. This film attempts to elaborate the process of treatment of canal water so as to make it match the prescribed standards of quality in terms of color, odor, taste, etc., besides rendering it free from impurities injurious to health.
In the human pursuit of potable water, so that we consume the same without fear of disease, it is essential for us to process the water after it is drawn. We shall view this entire process in two stages. Firstly, at the intake works, and secondly, at the treatment plant. The stages of handling water at the intake works are schematically shown in this diagram. Water from the main canal is diverted through an offtake channel. The flow of water is regulated by movement of the gates. This water is carried through pipes or open channels to the suction tank. At the suction tank, larger size suspended matter is retained on the screens provided at the outlet, thus allowing only the screened water to reach the pump house. Number of centrifugal pumps are provided in the pump house which force water under pressure to the outlet lines. All these pumps are connected to the outlet through the manifold. Surge tanks safeguard the pump house against phenomena of water hammer. The pumped water from the intake works enters the treatment plant, where water passes through the various treatment units. This is the schematic diagram of the water treatment plant. Inlet tank receives and collects water from intake works. Thereafter, alum is added. After this, water enters the flocculators where flocks are formed by continuous agitating of water-alum mix. The water then enters the settling tanks where the flocks settle down under gravity. The next stage is filtration. Chlorine is added at this stage for killing disease-causing bacteria. The water after disinfection passes on to the clear water reservoir, from where it is pumped to the overhead reservoir for distribution to the public. Let us take a look at the treatment works. Inlet tank, which is the first unit at the treatment plant, receives and collects the water from intake works. Before moving on to the next stage of treatment, that is flocculation, alum is added to the water in a predetermined dosage. The flow of water is measured using partial flume and discharge reading can be noted from the gauge. Alum gets thoroughly mixed with water when it flows through conveying channel having inclined baffles. The next unit of treatment plant is flocculator. Here two different flocculator units are used, one at the right and other at the left. In the flocculator, the motor rotates the impeller with blades which agitate the water-alum mix so that flocks can be formed. Heavier flocks get settled down by gravity and are removed by opening sluice valve provided at the side of tank. From the flocculator, the water passes on to the settling tank. In the settling tank, flocks settles down under gravity and clear water flows over weirs provided near the outlet. This is a perforated wall which is provided between the flocculator and settling tank. Let us have a clear view of the weirs provided near the outlet in a partially empty tank. This is an alternative design of settling tank. The settled sludge in the settling tank is removed from bottom by opening the sluice valve provided at the side of tank. The clear water from the settling tank then passes on to the filtration unit. In cities of moderate size, rapid sand filters are commonly used. Here, each filter tank has two rapid sand filter units, each of which can act independently. During filtration, water passes through beds of fine granular material such as sand, gravel, etc., and get purified. The filtering media get clogged after 24 to 48 hours in use. It can be cleaned by backwashing. Before starting the process of backwashing, the entry of water to the filter unit is closed. Water in the tank is drained off by opening the valve of drainage pipe. Compressed air is then passed through the filter beds from bottom for about 2 to 3 minutes. This loosens the arrested impurities from filtering media that are responsible for clogging the filter beds. After this, water from the bottom of the tank is passed under pressure to wash out the impurities. The graphic illustrates the process of backwashing. Compressed air is made to pass through the filter beds from bottom upwards. Thereafter, water enters under pressure from the bottom upwards and cleans the filter beds. The process of backwashing should be continued till all the impurities flow out. be judged from the crystal clear water coming up through the filter beds. Different controls are provided for backwashing and controlling the outflow. After backwashing, the filter unit is again ready for use. The water after filtration passes on to the filtered water storage tank. For efficient working of treatment plant, the samples are taken at various stages of treatment. These stages are entry point, after sedimentation, and after filtration, etc. The samples of water are then tested in the laboratory for matching the prescribed standards. Chlorination is done to render the water free from disease-causing bacteria. Chlorine from the tank is mixed in a specified dosage with small quantity of water in the chlorinator. This solution is then injected into water that flows to the clear water reservoir. Clear water reservoir is used primarily as a tank for storage of treated water. Finally, water from the clear water reservoir is pumped to an elevated overhead reservoir. A distribution network then carries the water to the homes and other users. This water is now free from all disease-causing bacteria and fit for human consumption.